Alrighty, traders. This is Blake Morrow. You are listening to the daily roundup. I hope you guys are having a great day. And I know it's pretty quiet right now. I should probably adjust this just a hair, so you guys can see me. Yeah, it's been fairly quiet, but we've seen the euro dollar really hold what I feel is key support. So just as I tweeted. If you're following me via Twitter, this is the 2020 low. This is the January 2021 high. That's a 38% retracement. We're sitting on it right now. It's basically at 117. So, I would be and actually we're at the same spot we were for the morning edge or the face webinar, morning edge, one of the two, where I said, hey, if you're a bear, it's hard to just, hit the sell button here, knowing how critical the support is. Is there going to have to be a catalyst to drive us below that level? I think so. I think that, or, maybe some just general nervousness, but what do you guys think would be the catalyst to drive us below 117? If there's going to be one, what do you guys think? CPI, right? Yeah, CPI data is tomorrow, and I think that's going to be, the catalyst that drives us through that support if we're going to break through the support. The one thing that I'm starting to think is, well, here's a couple things. Let me say this: in the event the market gets nervous and we see some dollar buying and euro dollar selling, I think the selling would be limited. Like this 116.50, I think that would hold us. If we break down ahead of the data and bounce back, then we're at risk of a false breakdown, right? Now, what I think is going to happen is I think we're going to just hold here for the next 12 hours, and we're going to be bouncing around and then figure out where we're going to go following the CPI. That's what I think is going to happen. And just because I think that's going to happen doesn't mean it's going to happen. It just, that's how I'm viewing the euro dollar at this moment. What's another reason that the euro dollar, if you guys are thinking about this, what's another reason why the euro dollar could bounce? Any idea? What's another reason why the euro dollar could bounce? Could you guys, do you guys have any ideas? While you're thinking about that, let me just pull up a couple other currencies really quick. So the sterling, as you can see, we are at flag, what I consider is flag support. We start getting below the 138.20. Things can get a little nervous for bulls. Aussie dollar, I guess take this top of this flag, right? It looks like that's what we're doing. We're still flagging. No need to get super excited here, but you can see it. Kiwi bouncing around. We're literally mid-range. Dollar Canadian. The dollar Canadian, I bought a little bit at 41. I'm not super comfortable with it, but I'll hang on to it intraday. I'm down 9 pips right now. And it's not a huge position, just trying to play a little oversold today. But, if the euro bounces here, the dollar Canadian is going to have a hard time going up, right? So that's some food for thought. Swissy, right at resistance. Dollar Norwegian krona, consolidating. US dollar Swedish krona, I'm sitting there actually right at resistance. I haven't looked at this one in a while. Dollar Mex holding the 200-day moving average right there. Dollar yen up against resistance. S&P holding gains. NASDAQ sitting there. Dow basically at new highs. Russell 2000 still sitting at the 618 retracement. Nothing to do there. Sold a little bit of Aussie yen. We're up at resistance right now. Stocks need to actually hold here for me to hold this one. But we're below the 200-day moving average still. So only person that answered, Gavin said the euro Swiss could bounce. Oh, the euro pound, sorry, could bounce and push up the euro dollar. That's right, Gavin. That's exactly what I'm thinking. You know, euro sterling, we hit the 127% extension. Remember, if you guys, you know, looked at the euro, whoops, not the euro pound right there. Euro pound basic technical from this morning. The euro pound is at the 127% extension. Intraday RSI is slightly divergent. There's a risk of a bounce near current levels at 84 or 57. That was right here. And we've bounced. So yeah, I mean, as long as the euro sterling continues to bounce, that could support the euro. That's exactly what I was thinking. Yields are pressing, you know, back up again. You know, I'm surprised stocks are holding up as well as they are, really. And that's it. I mean, Bitcoin's down a little bit, Ethereum's down a little bit. The precious metals, they pushed lower, but, you know, kind of stabilized. I mean, you know, intraday, there is zero happening right now. And, you know, when there's zero happening, it's funny. I'm short a little Aussie yen. I'm down like 9 pips. I'm long some dollar Canadian. I'm down like 9 pips. And in all actuality, when there's nothing happening, should I be trading right now? Probably not. That's a pretty good testament of me just, you know, closing out, you know, I'll close out positions for a couple little losses and say, you know, to myself, why the hell was I even in the market in a day like today when nothing's happening? Obviously, the market's waiting for tomorrow. Brand says, preach it, man. Don't trade for the sake of trading. That's right. That's I caught myself in that trap today. Trying to think, did I trade much yesterday? I might have only taken like a trade yesterday, which, you know, the trade for me, looking at the first 2 days of the week for only taking a few trades is pretty light for me. So I probably got a little too antsy too quick. So nothing to do, guys. There's nothing to do. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. And I think tomorrow's going to be the catalyst of two things. Well, is the dollar going to extend the gains or not? Stronger inflation data. Dollar is going to, you know, extend further. Euro is going to push down towards 116. And you're going to see precious metals continue to fall. It's interesting to see if inflation data comes in strong, if gold will finally wake up and maybe, you know, it could trade with the dollar, meaning dollar strength and gold down, but then will the gold market find some support because as an inflation hedge? We'll see. Gold's trickier than trading the dollar right now or the euro. I think the dollar is a very straightforward play. Precious metals, other than technically looking like crap, it's not as straight of a play, right? So that's the long and short of it. Other than that, anything else that you guys want to? Tom says, close miners puts working well for me. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I have nothing. Just kind of looking around here. Aside from, you know, stocks being purchased at highs. Like I mentioned to you guys earlier, I am tired today. I just didn't sleep well last night. So it's just, it's weighing on me. Anyway, that's going to be it. I wish there was something more I could give you guys, but let's wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow should be a better day. Most important level in FX right now, 117 in euro. Plain and simple. That's it. We drop below it, don't expect a big move. Pre-data. If we drop to 116.50, you might actually want to pick that up as a counter trend long. That would be my gut instinct ahead of inflation data. Now, are we going to get down there? Probably not. But just in case, somebody gets trigger happy with some stops, that could happen. All right, guys. Hey, I want to say thank you all for your continued support. You guys are all great. Thanks for keeping me sane during the summer doldrums. You guys know summer doldrums, it sucks. We start goofing around in the chat rooms and then it's, then it's bad. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, guys. Bye. Cheers.